is Muffled Mumbles ASMR, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be rambling about my Volcano Bay trip in Orlando, and then eating this Cobb salad from Wendy's. So yeah, if you don't like eating sounds, then I recommend a different video than this one, maybe another one of mine, but you know, this will be full of eating sounds. But anyways, yes, as some of you know, I went to Volcano Bay over the weekend. I left Thursday, came back yesterday, so that's why I'm not uploading until today, because I wanted to rest some. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was my friend and I, we went. And sorry if I sniffle a lot during this, my allergies have been bad recently since it's gotten warmer, and now that the flowers are like opening up and stuff. So yes, I left Thursday and got to Orlando and met my friend there. I'll go chronologically about the trip. So for dinner Thursday night, we go to Olive Garden, which I love Olive Garden. I know it's not like authentic Italian food, but you know, I grew up in America, so it's Italian food, I know. But yes, so we got there, we went to Olive Garden, and it was so good. My only complaint was when we got there, the hostess was like, let us to a table that was in the center of the room. Like, it was full of people, but let us into the table in the center of the room, and there were two open booths. So I was like, oh, can we get a booth instead of this table? And she was like, let me go ask someone. And I was like, cool, awesome. She's gonna ask someone if we can sit in a booth. Not sure the hostess needs to ask, but so we are waiting for her for like 5 minutes, and then finally she comes back with a different group of people and walks right past us and sits them at the booth that we were literally standing near, waiting for like her to be like, oh, you can have that one. Sits another group down. So she walks past us again, and I go like, hey, and she's like, oh, sorry, no more booths are available. Like, so did you ask someone, or are you just saying that? So I go, what about that one over there? And like point to one, like literally like it's 15 feet from me. And she goes, oh, that one's closed. Which I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not sure what closed means, but like it wasn't dirty, and there were people all around it, so it's not like it was like in a section by itself. So it's like, I don't know. But I was like, whatever. So I just go sit down, me and my friend, you know, we're looking through the menu, and like she brings this couple into the room, and there she's gonna sit them at the table next to us, but then they go, can we get a booth? And she goes and sits them at that booth that she said was closed. Which annoyed me, because why did you tell me that that booth was closed? But literally like no more than 3 minutes later you sit a couple down there when no one's cleaned it, so it's not like it was dirty before and someone just cleaned it. So I really wanted to flag her down and be like, hey, I'm just curious why you gave them the booth when we asked for the booth. You gave two different groups of people booths before us, even though we asked before them. And so I looked up Yelp reviews afterwards, and I saw a lot of people share their experiences where they felt they were racial prejudice towards them. So maybe that's what it was, unfortunately. Like, I remember in the back of my head thinking that in the moment, but I was like, no, I don't know this girl, I don't know, I don't want to assume. But then since I saw other reviews about experiencing racism, I was like, maybe that is what it is, because the other people were white. So, like the people that she sat down and gave the booths to. But anyways, food was good. Waiter was amazing, so it was fine. I just gave her like that little look when she walked past us as we were leaving. I was like, and she wouldn't even look at me, so it's like, come on, you know, girl. And then after that, we did mini golf. I lost, but not by a lot. But it's okay played mini golf for the first time like 2 years ago. I won, so we're both at one. Both at one. Sorry. And then the next day, so Friday, we went to Volcano Bay. It was so much fun, oh my god. It was my first time. But, you know, the drinks were good, they were strong, oh my gosh. Like, you know, of course they were expensive because I'm in an amusement park getting alcohol. And the drink was probably like $20. But I drank one and I was like, well, I'm feeling it. And I'm not like a lightweight. I'm not like a heavyweight either. But I'm like, I'd say I'm average. So normally one drink isn't enough for me. I have to do at least like 3, maybe. Like, well, depending on the drink. But typically, like at your regular place, 3 drinks is enough to make me like, whoa. But this one was like, whoa. Which was fun because I wasn't like drunk, but I was tipsy, so that made the rides more fun. And my friend did the same. And one of the rides, like the slides, were one of the ones where like the trap door falls from under you and you plunge down. That one, I was like, nah. Well, let's see when I'm like 3 drinks in, because my biggest fear, like at amusement parks, regular amusement parks, are like the drop towers. So like where you just go like up, 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 and then down. So same at water parks. For like my biggest fear is the ones that like slides like go straight down. I still always do them. Always do the drop towers. Always do like the steep drop slides. But the ones I'm like most nervous and like actually feel anxious about. But then I love it afterwards. Not even during. I don't even love it during it. But afterwards, I'm like, oh my god, that adrenaline rush. So that's why I do them. Some people do drugs. I just go on roller coasters. So yeah, we eventually did it. And I remember like there were little kids in front of us, so it's like in my head I'm like, here I am freaking out of a ride when this like 8-year-old who's just barely tall enough to even be up here is taking it like it's no problem. But yeah, so Volcano Bay, then what did we do Friday night? I know we got dinner somewhere, but Longhorn. We got dinner at Longhorn because he had never been before, so we went there. That was good. Got a booth. And then we stayed up late watching. I know we went to bed really early that night, that's right, because we just like woke up early to go to a water park and spend all day in the hot sun, so we were tired, so we went to bed right after Longhorn. Because him and I normally stay up till probably like 3 a.m. on an average, like when we're staying together. So like we went to bed probably like 11, which is really early for us, both of us too. So yeah, and then we wake up Saturday, we go to the outlet malls in Orlando, and that was fun. It was hot though, so we didn't stay for long because, you know, most of it's outside. And then we went to dinner at this place called Chuck and Lager, which I had never been to before, neither had he. I know it's new to Orlando, so that was good. Then we went to the movies that night and saw the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and that was really good. I hadn't seen any of the Planet of the Apes films before up until like 2 weeks ago when I saw the trailer for this one, because my friend, the same friend, we were watching TV and the trailer of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came on, and I was like, who's asking for these? I never hear anyone talk about the Planet of the Apes movie, so who's asking for them to even make a fourth one? Like, no one's gonna see this. And my friend was like, no, they're actually good. Have you not seen them? And I was like, no. So he made me watch them, and I was like, oh my god, how have I never seen them? Like, I get it. And then all of a sudden I start seeing everyone talking about them, so it's kind of funny. Like, it seemed like it started blowing up more once I found. That kind of sounds like pretentious, like, oh, now that I watched it, it's big and blown up. But I just meant, like, you know how you start noticing something more once you're into it. Kind of like if you get a new car, you start noticing how many of that car is all around when you didn't really see it as much before. But yeah, that was good. That was really good. Those movies always make me sad. Like especially when it was more of the humans like attacking the apes. Like, ape versus ape isn't as sad to me, but like when the humans would just like kill the apes with guns, I'm like, oh my god, they're literally just animals. But I get it, it's a war, whatever. I just know those apes would get, like, they would get me if they didn't like humans and would kill any human they seen. Like, we're like, come on, let's fight. I'd be like, no, you got it. Sorry. Because I don't want to live in a world like that. That's scary. They're so scary. So then we saw the movie and we left. That was probably like, now it's like 10 p.m. And we watched Madam Web because we both had heard horrible reviews about it. And we both hadn't seen it, and it was on Netflix, so we were like, let's watch it. It's not good. It's not good. Like, I've seen Morbius, and I thought Morbius wasn't that good. But no, this one's very bad. But it was funny to watch. Like, it was entertaining to watch, so I didn't mind. We both enjoyed it in the aspect of, like, laughing at it together. Watching it by myself, I probably would have turned it off. Which is, like, crazy for me to say, because I like, typically will like any movie I watch as long as it, like, isn't boring. Like, so if it's an action-packed movie, I'm gonna enjoy it, but this was just, oh my gosh. How'd they get Sydney Sweeney to do it? She must have already signed the contract before she, like, blew up, because I could not see her being in that. And there was no post-credit scene. Like, when do those movies never have post-credit scenes? So yeah, then we went to bed because we were leaving the next day in the morning, because checkout was at 11 a.m. So, and we're not early risers, as I said before. We like to stay up late, so we like to sleep in until like noon, 1 p.m. most weekends. So this one we had to get up early and then drive for hours. So we thought we should go to bed early, so we did. So yeah, woke up and now I'm back home. Went back to work today. It was good. I'm glad that we I left early Sunday. I'm glad that checkout was early, so then I got home like relatively early. Like, it was in the afternoon, but not like at night, so I had time to like relax some. Because, you know, I hate when I like make it somewhere and I just make it home and have to work like literally the next day, because I feel like I don't get like a break. But this was enough time, and I was ready to go back home. You know, I miss my dog. But yeah, I know I didn't eat much of the salad, but it's because I was talking so much. But it's good, and I'll finish it later off camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang ASMR video and my ramble about Volcano Bay. Sorry if it was all over the place. I'm a little tired, and then, you know, my allergies. So, but yes, I will